Should have took this app away when they had the chance, because the Chinese manufacturers just hit them folks with the Uno reverse.
Like this bag or this? $2, $2, all in $2. If you need bag supplier, contact me. I'm able to wait.
I don't know how this tariff thing is going to play out, but the way that the Chinese manufacturers are playing their hand, absolutely well done. Tens across.
What up, dude? This your boy Peanut, the People's Nut, man, the practitioner of life-giving helpful advice. Back with another one. It's been a crazy past few weeks for investors, for the stock market, for small brands, big brands, everybody, because of these tariff wars that Trump has implemented with China, man. It has been going crazy. But comment down below if you think it's going to get better before it get worse. And do you think Trump is doing a good job with these tariff wars? And do you think China exposing these luxury brands will wake up people to consumerism, or would they still continue to buy overpriced merchandise that was cheaply made? Probably not. But let's jump into these clips circulating all over TikTok. America probably should have got rid of TikTok when we had a chance, but now we're learning too much. And these Chinese vendors are exposing all of these luxury brands. So let's jump into it.
Want to know who's the Chinese factory behind Nike, Adidas, Fila, and UGG? Number one, the biggest factory for Nike shoes in China is called FJF Group. They're located in China, Fujian. FJF is also China's biggest shoe factory. Second, the factory behind Adidas shoes is Baocheng Group in China. Baocheng Group has factories in China and in Southeast Asia. Number three, the factory behind UGG in China is called Henglong Group in Henan. Henglong Group is also the biggest factory of UGG shoes in the entire world. And number four, the factory behind Fila Group in China is called Shentai Group, and they're located in Zhejiang, China. Comment and let me know what other products I should do next, and follow me if you want to know more factories in China.
Who are the suppliers behind Lululemon? Number one, Xianglong Apparel, who supplies the most yoga suits, and it is also the OEM for Fila and Under Armour. Number two, Hongqisheng Clothing, who produces yoga suits for Lululemon. Lululemon sells this jacket for nearly $100, but here only costs you $6 to $5 with similar fabric and quality. If you want to get in touch with suitable sportswear supplier, contact with me. I'm Rosie from Yiwu, China.
After watching that, do you think more people will start ordering direct from China since it's all off the same production line? It just doesn't have the logo on it? Probably not. Let me tell you guys a quick story time. I was a teenager in the early 90s, and this is around the time that Jordan became one of those popular brand shoes that people were actually losing their life for, waiting outside for the new releases and drops and all this other stuff. And it was the marketing around it that people wanted to be. They wanted to be like Michael Jordan and everything like that. And people were spending all this crazy amount of money, because back then $140 for some gym shoes was unheard of. It was very expensive. And my uncle used to always say, why are these people going crazy for shoes that took $2 or $3 to make? And so many people were going crazy because of consumerism. And so many people were going crazy just to have Jordans. And that shows the psyche behind consumerism and materialism. It's not really the actual brand, if the brand is good quality or anything. It's what the brand represents. Like, to a lot of people, Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, Michael Jordan, Yeezys, pretty much any luxury brand, it's not the quality of the material, it's what it represents to other people, what you want people to perceive you as. Oh, he made it. Oh, he's wearing this. Oh, she's wearing Lululemon. Those are $100 leggings. So it's the trappings of success without actually really having success, which holds back a lot of impoverished mindset people. Like, there's nothing wrong with buying luxury brands. I would not sit here and say don't spend money on luxury brands, because it's your money and you work hard for it. So if that's what you choose to spend money on, by all means. But the difference between a poor person mindset and a rich person mindset, rich people buy assets to buy luxury brands. Poor people buy luxury brands to look like they are rich. You see the difference? So let's pray that some people wake up from China exposing these luxury brands. And that's one of the good things that come from this tariff war, that less people feel so consumed to buy all these luxury brands. It's not that these brands are making better quality items than, say, for instance, a Coach purse versus a Louis Vuitton purse. It's all still leather. It's all still functional. that should be your number one concern, is the quality of the craftsmanship and the quality of the material, not its name.
Who are the suppliers behind Lululemon? Some of their yoga wears are actually from Xianglong Clothing and Hongqisheng Clothing. And guess what? Both factories located in Yiwu here. And these two factories also supply clothing for Fila and Under Armour. I guess most of you know the price of Lululemon or other big brands. They sell you a legging pants for $100. And guess what? Here in these two factories, you can get them for around $5 to $6. Crazy! And what's even better? The material and the craftsmanship are basically the same because they all come the same production line. See, this is why people come to China and looking for the OEM factory, because they just can get the cheapest and best quality product from there and sell you, I don't know how much. Alright guys, if you want to know more about Lululemon or any other active wear brands, leave your message in the comment section. I'm Luna, your reliable sourcing partner.
China is really spilling the tea, man. They really spilling the tea on these luxury brands. So you can actually order all of this stuff yourself and put your own logo on it and become the coolest person on the block and sell it to other people.
They probably should have took this app away when they had the chance, because the Chinese manufacturers just hit them folks with the Uno reverse. And right now, the Chinese manufacturers are the best content on TikTok. They said, oh, tariffs, you say? Oh, okay. American people, y'all said y'all like New Balance, Adidas, Nike. Bet. Oh, yeah. The manufacturer is such and such, located at such and such in Guangzhou. They do shipping within this time, and here are the products. I've seen the manufacturers for every brand anybody could possibly think of, from shoes and apparel to beauty products. One of the Chinese manufacturers said, oh yeah, you know how you pay such and such $100 for Chanel beauty products? Well, we only make them for $10. Listen, I don't know how this tariff thing is going to play out, but the way that the Chinese manufacturers are playing their hand, absolutely well done. 10s across the board. I told y'all in the years that I lived in China, I got everything under the sun because everything is pretty much made there. So to see people learning about the actual quality that's in China, because not everything is made cheaply, and learning about websites like Taobao, y'all better get to getting while the getting is good.
Like she said, some people been hip to the brainwashing that a lot of these luxury brands brainwash people into believing. My uncle been getting me name brand or quality stuff from China for a long time. And it's crazy that now a lot of people are starting to speak out. And China is really trying to align themselves to outdo America, because we have shipped so much over to China because of profit margins. And this Chinese man is going to break it down, because this is the real tea. And this is the real things people need to really be concerned about.
They rob you blind and you thank them for it. That's a tragedy. That's a scam. That's why I'm saying this right now. Americans, you don't need a tariff. You need a revolution. For decades, your government and oligarchs ship your job to China, not for diplomacy, not for peace, but to exploit cheap labors. And in the process, they hollowed out your middle class, crushed your working class, and told you to be proud while they sold your future for profit. And yes, China made money, but we used it to build roads, lift millions out of poverty, fund healthcare, raise living standard. We reinvested in our people. My family also benefited from it. What did your oligarchs do? They bought yachts, private jets, and mansions with golf course driveways. They manipulate the market, dodged tax, and poured billions into endless wars. And you get stagnated wages, crippling healthcare costs, cheap dopamine, debt, and flag wave property made in China while they pick your pocket. For 40 years, both China and the United States benefit from the trade, the manufacturing, but only one of us use that wealth to build. This isn't China's fault. This is yours. You let this happen. You let the oligarchs feed your lies while they made you fat, poor, and addicted. Now they blame China for mess they made. I don't think so. I don't think you need another tariff. You need to wake up. You need to take your country back. I think you need a revolution.
Comment down below if you think he's right, that America needs a revolution, not new tariffs. Because like he said, They have been selling us out. The baby boomers really sold out the next generation because many of them did ship the jobs over to overseas for profit, for better profit margins, and to exploit cheap labor. We already heard about Foxconn with cell phones and all this other stuff. We didn't heard about all of it, but as long as they keep supplying us with cheap goods and we feel like we're getting more and advancing, so many of us have been willing to sell out the next generation. That the next generation feel like they can't even get a home because they're priced out. And then we keep importing more cheap labor over here to build these homes. And the only people that's getting rich are the richer because you actually do need money. It takes money to make money, and you need to invest that money. But they have so many of us brainwashed with consumerism and materialism that we think that if we buy a Louis Vuitton belt for $300, that we made it. If we're able to buy some True Religion jeans for $300-400, or what's the new jeans? I can't remember. All these jeans that's cheaply made, but you're willing to spend $1,000 on it because of a name. So make sure you comment down below. Do you think these tariffs are a good thing or a bad thing? And especially all that has been exposed. Do you think there's going to be a mind shift in how people spend and consume on luxury goods? Or will people still continue as business as usual? This is your boy Peanut, the People's Nutman. Until next time, peace.